Hello YouTube, this is Weston's Toys Collectibles, and today we're going to be looking at Transformers Siege Autobot Ratchet. This is a Walgreens exclusive here in the US. It's a deluxe class. On this side of the box we have the same artwork that's been all in all of them. Just the same piece of artwork. On the other side we have this really nice picture of Ratchet in an action pose. Have his symbol here in the middle, and then on the back he has his product shots here. We got robot mode, med bay mode, and then vehicle mode. So that's about it for the packaging. Not much to really see with that. Same old same. I want to grab his instructions. So here's his instructions, and what's odd about these instructions is well, I don't really know if it's odd, but just like they're kind of different. But here you have his, his accessories: RT-15 protraction magno hoist, RT-15 protraction laser launcher, which is what you get if you attach his laser scalpel or his magno wrench to his little protraction arm. 17 steps to transform to the med bay, and then another 9 steps to transform into his van ambulance mode. Alright, so here he is, and first off we're going to go over his accessories. So here's that protraction arm. And basically, let's see if I can get this to focus. Painted nicely in silver here on top, but it's all the white plastic. This is that more pliable plastic. It does have the 3mm peg there, so it is compatible down here with this peg. Is compatible with the effects parts, but I guess that's more so if you can use this as a gun, I guess. Then he has his laser scalpel, which is also nicely painted in silver, and it's got this white post here that just plugs into that, and that is the protraction laser. And then he has his magna wrench, which this here is a 5mm port. I have tried it. You can plug that in there if you want. It's a little bit oddly shaped, but it'll fit. And then of course that again can plug in there to be the protraction hoist. He can also hold his accessories in his hands. This can be held one of two ways. You can hold it by this, kind of like that, or you can hold it, like this, which I could see him, like, if he's working on somebody, he's got his laser scalpel, bzzz, and then his wrench, just, I do have his chest mistransformed, and I did that for a reason, just to kind of make him look a little different from Ironhide. It gives him like a bit of a cleaner look, I think. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and bring Ironhide in now. Here is Ironhide. So you can see all the different stuff that they've remolded. Basically, his legs are completely remolded. The thighs are the same. Sorry guys. The crotch piece is different. I'm not sure if it's different all around. Yeah, it is. Even the back is different. The wheels are different. shoulders, the arms, everything. There's a lot more different than there is the same. However, you know, like the main body part is the same. I think all this is this. Oh no, even this portion here is even different. Just they went all out on remolding this into a completely, you know, different design. The back of the legs, incidentally, is the same. And then the feet are the same. These panels are molded the same on this side. I can't remember if they were the same. Yeah, they're the same on both sides. So those panels are the same. But they did fix this joint here so that it doesn't pop out as easily. However, like these plugged in before, like perfect. Now this one pops out. This one still plugs in nicely. But like before, it just kind of rested on both sides. But yeah, this one now pops out even though it used to just plug in and stay in nicely, which is really odd to me. And then of course this piece here is also remolded, and the head's completely different. Even the hands are different molding. So yeah, there's just so much different about this, but I like to kind of differentiate the chest. He looks more, you know, cleaned up. Ironhide looks more like he's seen a lot of battle, a lot of combat, whereas, you know, Ratchet's a medic. He should have a more clean look to him. And of course, Ironhide has this. Ratchet has all these new accessories. I'm gonna pull him off to the side. I'm gonna compare him to another figure. Here is Flywheels, or Skytread, I believe, from Wave 1. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and go into his articulation. His head's on a ball joint still. That's the same as from Ironhide. This can be, you know, if you want it to be like this, you can have it like this. I just prefer it like this, and that's how it is in the package too. You know, movement in his arms, these universal joints, rotation of the bicep, elbow bend. I pretty much went over all the articulation on this with the Ironhide review. Rotation of the hands, rotation at the waist. Now when I got this, the waist rotation was really loose. I did use some super glue, which is a more dangerous method, but you can use like floor polish or nail polish to, you know, tighten that joint. I just prefer to use super glue. It seems like it's more permanent than floor polish. With floor polish, you do have to apply it sometimes if you do mess around with your figures often. Universals at the hips, thigh rotation, more than 90 degrees knee bend, and then 90-degree ankle rocker. So that's pretty much it for his articulation in robot mode. We're going to go ahead and go into his medical bay mode. So first things first, you want to flip the head in, flip this piece back here, bring his arms. You don't want to tab them together, just bring them back, lift this up, and then rotate. You can clip this in place, and then you want to pull his arms back out. Then you're gonna lock his legs together, and then bring his arms back. Now what's odd is in the instructions, and this is, you know, right here, it's showing that it's supposed to click. There is no click. There's no click in this joint. Basically, it just, you know, it's just there. There's no clicking, no kind of locking mechanism. So I think it's kind of odd that they, you know, put that in the instructions even though it does not exist. But it's not the first time Hasbro's done that. Okay, so next you want to take this piece, and it wants you to put the wrench in here, and that'll go onto this arm, and then this laser scalpel will go here on the other arm. And that is his medical bay mode. There's not a whole lot of figures that can fit in this spot. I mean, you can definitely all the MicroMasters, but as you can see, like if you're trying to use your deluxe figures, it's not gonna work very well. Just way too big. Legends figures will work probably, but otherwise, I mean, this is just kind of too small of a medical bay for really any other robot. So that's basically that. We're gonna go ahead and go into his truck, or his ambulance mode, whatever you want to call it. Pull off the accessories, just set those off to the side for right now. And we're going to bring the arms out, bring the legs apart, bring this panel out, and bring these panels up. And put the legs back together. And now, before I close everything up, I want to show off something that I kind of discovered a few days ago. Basically, so you got him like this. I also find it kind of cool that the arms are molded differently than individually as well. You can see that. Anyway, got him like this. Go and split the arms apart. This piece, you want to make sure the wrench is out of it. Rotate that and bring this like this. Just like that. And that will sit right in here. So this will go, between the arms, underneath. And then that'll sit right in that cavity. Then you can take the the laser scalpel. You can put that next to it. And then you can take the wrench and put that on the other side. Just like so. And they're just kind of sitting in there. Nothing locks in, nothing like that. Just kind of sit there. Then you'll bring the arms back together. And then you can close this up. And you store all of his accessories inside. And there's no kind of clearance issues, nothing. You can actually hear they kind of rattle around in there. So pretty cool that you can actually do that. You see nothing will drag out the bottom. He does roll nicely. Here he is in comparison with another Siege Deluxe vehicle. Here is Hound. So pretty cool comparison there. And yeah, basically just the same vehicle as Ironhide, but with all this stuff remolded here at the top. And this stuff here is remolded, and then of course the wheels are different. So very nice. I definitely recommend this, especially since this is only like the second Ratchet figure we've gotten in the Chug line, and the other one is terrible. So I do definitely recommend this figure. If I'd like to see this, or the Ironhide mold reused again one more time, I definitely would like to see an Energon homage, especially since we've seen some Cybertron homages. Definitely see an Energon homage as Snowcat or as Towline, since Towline's pretty much supposed to be like a Ironhide type figure, like type design. The Energon Towline was supposed to be Ironhide, I believe, first, but then they decided to just make it into Towline, something like that. I'm not 100% on that, but they did repaint the Towline figure into Ironhide later on. So yeah, I'd like to see this or this one, more of this one, repainted into Towline. That'd be pretty cool. So that's it for my review on Siege Deluxe Ratchet, the Walgreens exclusive here in the United States. I think it's Toys R Us exclusive in other countries, but don't quote me on that. We no longer have Toys R Us, and it makes sense to be a Walgreens exclusive because he is an ambulance, he's a medic. Walgreens is a pharmacy. So, thank you for watching. This has been Weston, Weston's Toys and Collectibles, and this is Ratchet.